Hey, beautiful. I hope you're having a great day. I was thinking this morning as I was reading through some of the women's posts in one of the group programs that I have, and it was reminding me, and I'll tell you why in a second, it was reminding me of when I first got married to Sully, and we had our first big fight. And I remember thinking, just like, fuck him, like that's it. Just being full of like rage. And I go quick to the throat punch when I'm angry. So I was just like, I'm not gonna talk to him, and I hate him, and blah blah blah. And as I was lying there stewing in bed, I remember this, like, there was an actual physical feeling that came over me, and it was kind of calming and peaceful. And what I thought was, I married this man. Like, this is different. I married him. And so I don't get to just flounce around and be vengeful and a creature of wrath like I generally am when I'm angry, because this is different. I made a commitment. And the commitment means that this is the guy I'm going to sleep next to for a very, very long time. And I have to show up differently in this relationship because I committed to him, because I said sacred words in a magical ceremony and committed to this person, to walk with this person. And so how I show up in this relationship is different than how I show up with someone that I'm just dating, where I can just be like, well, fuck all y'all, and just, I'm out of here. I can't just be out of here. And it was really cool because I almost felt myself like elevate to a different level, where I was like, oh, I have to show up differently here because of the commitment that I made with my words and my brain and my heart. And this is different. This asks different things of me. And so I was musing this morning over just a couple of clients who have had a really hard time lately. And I really, wondered with one or two of them, like, are they going to go? Are they going to stay in their business? Like, this sounds really hard for them. I wonder how they're going to show up and what's going to, how this is all going to shake out. And I saw one of them come back in this morning and be like, oh, things are so much better. Phew. And I thought back to marriage, and I thought back to, if any of you are friends with me or follow me on my personal page on Facebook, I posted this weekend, maybe Sunday, that I was just like in it. Like I felt awful. I felt anxious. I had this moment where I was like, what the hell am I doing? Like, is what I'm doing working? Is it going to work? Am I going to be a failure? Just like all that, like rumbling and boiling anxiety and angst, and like, oh, I don't even know why I'm doing this right now. And it made me sort of reflect back, and I posted about it, and I asked for help from the people that I trust, when I'm stuck. And I also acknowledged that, whatever was happening was not going to be solved in a day. And I had to kind of just be okay with being uncomfortable and being in it. And I also was able to trust from past experiences that this was temporary, sort of like, I really hate roller coasters. I don't hate them. I intensely dislike them. I'm afraid of them. But every once in a while, I let myself get talked into going on one. And it's like that feeling where it starts to go and I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm like, you know what? It's like 3 minutes. It's 3 minutes. I kind of just have to hang on and breathe. And I know that at the end of 3 minutes, I'll be walking off this frigging death contraption. And I sort of felt the same on Sunday. Like, this is a snapshot. This is not the full picture. This is not even how things are from a bird's eye view. I kind of just have to hang on and breathe through it. And I trust that it's going to pass. And I also trust that there's wisdom on the other side of it for me. So it's a value, actually, those times, just like the times when, I fight with Sully. When we come through it, if we've actually worked on it, there's a deeper level of commitment. There's a deeper level of understanding each other. And there's a deeper level of trust for me that I can have a fight or be an ass or act a fool with this person And it's not really going to change how they feel about me. They're still going to be there, which is really important to me because I have trust issues like most of you probably do. So the same thing sort of happens with my business, right? And hopefully yours, because our businesses, and I really hope that you can see this piece. Our businesses are, I think, are sentient beings that we consciously agree to go into relationship with. I feel like there is a deep relationship between myself and my business. And because of that, it means that sometimes we're in the shitter. Sometimes it really sucks. Sometimes I don't know why I'm in a relationship with my business. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I'm angry that things aren't happening that I want to be happening, or it's not serving me, or I'm not understanding it. Like so many parallels to a relationship with a human being. But if I can actually breathe through it and sit it out and remember that spot, that hard place is temporary, then my business and I can come through. And then in the clear light of day, I can say, ooh, okay, what was that about? Like, what happened there? What do I need to know? What needs to be fixed? Where do we need to communicate more or differently? What's not working? What is working? What do I want to celebrate? So I really just wanted to put that out there because two things. One is that I really want to remind folks that when things feel really hard, that everything works better when you're actually fully committed. And when you're fully committed and things get hard, they will change. It is temporary. And if you can ride it out and breathe through it, there's going to be some real gems of wisdom and understanding and knowledge on the other side that will be incredibly valuable for you. And then the other thing that I want to remind you is that no matter who you're looking at, no matter how flawless they make it look, there are a lot of people out there in internet land who make things just look like so easy and their lives are so wonderful. And remember that every single woman who's growing a business, who's growing an empire, who's cultivating a legacy, who's doing heart-centered work, every single one of us goes through those dark nights of the soul, goes through the roller coaster where we're like, why am I here? And you just have to breathe and hang on and remember that it's going to pass. It happens to all of us. There are good days and there are bad days in anything that you do. And the bad days don't necessarily mean that it's not going to happen, even that it's not working. It's, one of the things about a bad day is that it's really beguiling. It really sucks you in. And for a second, all you can see is the bad day. So to remember to step back and even say like, yes, this is a really shitty day. Let me think about the things that are working though, just to kind of balance it out. Like this is not all that there is. So I hope that that's helpful for you. If it resonates, if it's helpful, if you want to hear more, please like the video, please comment. I really love hearing your thoughts on these. I hate just feeling like I'm talking to this computer. I really want to engage with you and hear what you're thinking. Yes, thank you for the like. Yes, good job. Thank you. And share and tag this with other women. Thank you, Pamela, so much. I've really seen when I posted on Sunday and said like, oh my God, you guys, I'm fucking miserable. A lot of other folks wrote in and, some people said it was sort of coming down off that full moon. Some people said it was, like some of the larger stuff that's coming that some of us empaths tend to pick up. But, remember that, that often if you're in my community, you're probably empathic or some sort of sensitive. And remember that sometimes you're picking up stuff that isn't even you, which is really helpful to remember. So thank you so much. Thank you for the likes. And I see a heart and I see the little smiley face holding the heart. Thank you so much for those. Those make me so happy. It's nice to know that I'm not just sitting here talking to my computer. I do love my computer, but I love you guys more. So thank you so much for listening. Mwah. Have a great day.